What is the future of aquaculture as it relates to the economy, consumer health, and environmental health? Aquaculture, or fish farming, originated somewhere between 2000 and 1000 BC in China, where they produced the common carp. Since then, it has spread globally, and the species cultivated has diversified. Aquaculture in the U.S. can be grouped into four different systems: freshwater ponds and tanks, freshwater cages, coastal ponds and tanks, and coastal cage farms. There are three main categories for drivers and constraints of change for U.S. aquaculture: economic resources, consumer health concerns, and environmental health. We looked at the increasing U.S. per capita GDP, showing consumer ability to afford fish, and the number of U.S. patents related to the aquaculture issued, demonstrating funding allocated to aquaculture research as our two main indicators for the economy. For consumer health concerns, we analyzed rising obesity rates in organic food sales as a percentage of total food sales as indicators. These values both show a positive future for aquaculture because they indicate greater need and demand for healthy foods such as fish. Another trend we looked at was environmental health. We used two categories to observe this: ocean health and sustainability. The rising overexploitation of fish stocks indicates a decrease in ocean health, which necessitates an alternative source of fish such as aquaculture. Increasing hybrid car sales as a percentage of total vehicle sales shows a positive attitude shift in sustainability. The dependent variable of our research was U.S. aquaculture production. Both the total U.S. aquaculture production and the percentage of U.S. fish from aquaculture are growing, as shown in these graphs. We believe that these trends will continue as shown in our extrapolation and are supported by the trends analyzed. These trends have led us to create four possible scenarios for the future of aquaculture using the alternative futures method. Our expected growth scenario is titled, "This is the dawning of the age of aquaculture," and predicts moderate growth in the industry. Steady demand for health foods and environmentally friendly products lead to a growth in sustainable fish production, which is made possible by reduced regulations and adequate funding for technological advances. The constraint scenario, a fishy situation, predicts a future in which poor financial health of the country leads to a low demand for fish. There is more of a reliance on traditional fisheries than sustainable aquaculture, as society has a more important priority than going green. The preferred scenario, fish frenzy, is our transformation scenario, in which society recognizes the urgent need to create a more sustainable future. This green nation will become environmental activists and urge international collaboration to create fishing laws and no-take zones to ensure the recovery of fish stocks. There is a surge of technological innovation that allows for a significant increase in aquaculture production. Finally, the collapse scenario, no longer plenty of fish in the sea, envisions a country that consumes resources with no regard for environmental cost. There is widespread pollution and destruction of marine environments, which causes extreme fish shortages in the world's ocean. Disease outbreak rocks the aquaculture industry, and the country is faced with minimal fish supply. With the rise in aquaculture comes a large demand for related goods in areas such as technology, tools, and feeds. Formerly niche markets will experience a huge boom, allowing them to expand and creating new, competitive markets. Food packagers and sellers will change their marketing strategy to appeal to the health and environmental concerns of consumers. Currently, the fishing industry is made up of thousands of small, independent fisheries, but as aquaculture rises, small companies could lose out to big businesses that are able to produce fish through aquaculture on a larger scale. In conclusion, we believe that aquaculture will make waves in business and open up a variety of opportunities for the rise of successful, sustainable businesses.